what's up? I'm gonna be talking about a horror movie called The Possession Experiment. Okay, excuse me. This is gonna go down as one of the worst demonic possession movies. And yeah, I know what you're saying. There've been a lot of them too, half and half, I would say. I mean, believe it or not, there've been some that's actually good. Besides The Exorcist. I review a couple. I review a lot of them actually, but this one's the worst. This is stupid. It's just the edit and everything's just all over the place with this movie. It's supposed to be like a found footage slash regular movie, I would say. About this kid, about this college student, pretty much wants to doing a like he wants to be possessed by the devil. Now, I kind of have a personal agenda with this, but that's something in my past. I don't want to go through details, but yeah, I won't go. I won't even go there. But in this, let's just. I just want to talk about a movie, so let me just be like that. Anyway, he wants to be possessed by the devil, and just want to see how it is. He want to he want to be experimental with it. He have he had like his friend. He hires a girl to help him out. And before this plot of the story began, we have like a prelude to this movie about how these priests and these people trying to stop an exorcism of this woman, and it just got out of hand. And then many years after, it gets to this. As the movie progresses, he finds a Ouija board in the house, and him and his team later on start going to the house, trying to perform the exorcism on him, that he wanted to be possessed with a demon, trying to contact the spirit with the Ouija board. Things are getting out of hand in the house, so the psychic lady decided to leave. And when it was over, the guy was kind of sad because he wasn't possessed, but slowly he will be possessed. And then you end up having a twist in the story, twist after twist after twist, pretty much. And they were predictable twists because you already know what's gonna happen, you know. Like spoilers. Yeah, this will contain spoilers. I'm just gonna spoil it because it's a shitty movie anyway. Like you get the story is that the guy who's leading the experiment on himself to be possessed by the demon. I guess it was destiny for him because in the prelude story, the possessed demonic lady, which is his mother, by the way, was going after the baby, but that baby is actually him all grown up, and you will see how she got shot dead by her husband, and the baby was rescued by the camera guy that ran out. The camera guy, of course, will be the unidentified cameraman who was his father, his adopted dad, and he told his adopted son that he was adopted and how he came about, and who his mom is, and it's pretty much that's when the possession started kicking off. It's like that when he realized who he was, then the demon took full control of him, pretty much. And then once the demon took full control, and let me just say, this one thing that was interesting about this movie is that I was surprised for a demonic possession movie. I was surprised they actually show a lot of death scenes and a lot of blood and gore. Actually, believe it or not, they actually did for what it is. I was like, wow, this type of movie actually had it. But I guess you got to amp it up a bit too, so you won't be bored. But actually, I was bored anyway. I was like, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's just like nothing new to me. And I know you're gonna say, "Oh, what horror movies is new these days?" But you know what? At least there's horror movies that keep it entertaining. Look at Knucklebones. That's a good movie. I liked it, which was a modern day slasher. And I'm hoping it's the limited edition release on the horror pack because I really want to buy somebody's copy. By the way, if it is, look at Hatchet. That's a modern day slasher. I like that. So this movie has no excuse. Okay. And I know it's a different style. I know it's a demonic possession genre, but there was one I recently there was a couple sorry, a couple demonic possession genre I did review. Yeah, I just stabbed myself with a fucking pen. How the fuck did I did that? Um, see, it was the demon and got mad at me for talking shit about this movie. I was reviewing the Exorcist TV series. I actually enjoyed that, and I'm reviewing all the episodes, which you could check here on this channel. So this movie has no excuse, you know. But anyway, you get a twist when you have a flashback scene about his mom, his original mother, how she became how she was kidnapped by the satanic cult, and of course they perform a satanic ritual on her. I mean, you can take a wild guess what it is that she became pregnant with one of the cult members. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's not crazy. It's just crazy stupid, pretty much. Yeah, let's put it like that. And so you got her flashback, you got his flashback. I'm like, oh come on, get to the fucking point. Like really, you're gonna add in more fucking drama for this poor boy, and then you get scenes like when people was watching the exorcism, watching his journey being possessed by the devil, you know, and you even got a scene when this little girl was watching on her little tablet. How the fuck a little girl gets access to watch a demonic possession live? I'm like, and where is her fucking parents? All jokes aside, where are her fucking parents? Because I would not let my kid watch that shit. Let alone watch this fucking movie. Let me just say that. I'd rather have him watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. No, actually, that's actually an enjoyable movie, by the way. Um, then then besides the death scenes and people dying, during these exorcisms, and like I said, it does have blood and gore. It does have death scenes, which I was surprised. And it's more than just one or two death scenes. You have a couple of death scenes, people getting killed, or like there was a suicide scene, which I would not ruin. I thought the suicide scene was pretty cool though. I was like, oh damn, what the fuck? Trying to rip up a page from the grunge. You know, um, you get another story about the satanic cult. As of course, one of the satanic cults is the boy's father. You know, and as the movie progressed, um, the and she the girl that the guy liked it, of course, got her pregnant. By the way, if you know what I mean, so you already know another twist ending to this. The SWAT team comes in, and pretty much he need the demon was too powerful that pretty much the boy had to die. He has to get shot. You know, but oh, the possession experiment. I could tell you not to watch it, but of course you are gonna watch it because I'm the kind of guy that like saying that you know what I'll tell you not to watch it, but I'll say like this: it's at your own risk. If you like this movie, it's cool, but it's 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 just one thing that surprised me about this movie is that I was surprised it had a lot of death scenes in this movie. Like actually death scenes. I was like, wow. So yeah, I would definitely see just for that at least, just out of curiosity. Anyway, peace, guys, and see you later.